What is going on, FG3000? Back in the place to be, and welcome to Knightcore Kingdom. And you know, I can't be right all the time, come on! So, when I first saw video footage of this game, I didn't really know exactly what I was looking at, but I knew it was different. But, you know, sometimes different is good, and sometimes different is just, meh. And that's kind of what this is. Like, I don't really hate the game per se, but there's nothing really here that grabs me, that makes me want to log in additional days, right? So, let's go ahead and jump directly into combat so I can kind of show you exactly what this game is all about. So before we jump into combat, let me give you guys a quick overview of the units that I'm going to be bringing with me. In a deck, you can bring 3 heroes and 3 army units. This is all going to make more sense once we jump into combat. There is an elemental weakness system here, as you guys can see, and a nice little quality of life letting you know that the units that you are bringing are going to be advantageous in this battle. So let's jump into the battle itself. We'll leave this loading time in so you can kind of get a feel for the loading screens in this game. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with combat. As you guys can see, I start off with 12 energy, and you can see the corresponding costs on all of my units here. We're gonna go ahead and start off with my main tank, who is a hero unit. Now you might be wondering, why wouldn't you just always bring hero units and not the army units? Well, the army units actually kind of serve a pretty nice function here as kind of backing up your main hero with, you know, range or heals, things of that nature, right? So our tank is doing pretty well. Not too bad. You want to destroy these buildings as well as enemies. Now our tank is taking quite a bit of damage there, so I'm going to go ahead and give him another hero here to back him up. And some range units here as well to back up our mages. Doing pretty well, this is going to be bad because I don't really have a strong tank to kind of hold down the front line here. So I'm just going to chill for a second. Bring my tank over here in this new deployment spot. As you destroy buildings, you can also unlock closer deployment locations. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna bring some of my mages once again to back him up. Our bottom line is okay here, so not bad. Getting slightly closer to the main base over here, as you guys can see. Once this building goes down, I get yet another deployment station. So actually, I don't want to summon that just yet. Wait a minute. I want my tank to get a little bit of the aggro. There's a taunt there. Got the top line. And then I'm just going to summon some dragons just because I can. And here we are. All the enemies are done. The main base is almost down. That is going to be a GG. Summon a tank just for no reason. GG. All right, so let's do some more combat here, slightly faster this time around. Once again, I'm going to start off with my main tank and maybe give him some melee support. We're gonna go turn this bad boy on ×2 speed. Look at this, in my back line like some jerks. I have a tank minion here as well that I'm gonna bring out, so I'll go ahead and bring them out along with some melee damage here as well. I gotta watch over here, there's some spiders on the way. Our main hero tank is still doing good, so we're fine there. I'll go ahead and bring another melee hero style over here in the bottom left, because once again, I want to go ahead and break down all of these buildings here. So I'm going to give her even more army support. That building is down. Before I summon again, wait for it, there's our tank right up here in the top. So getting these, you know, closer deployment stations is like paramount as far as like doing well in this game. There's no one here, right? There's absolutely no one here, so I'll go ahead and deploy a hero type for a little pincer maneuver. Dude, FG, did you just learn the term pincer maneuver? You've been using it a lot. Yeah, maybe. So that's combat here in the world of Knightcore Kingdom. Now, as you complete campaign stages, the game does have a little bit of a city builder mechanic as well. So you can see passively, I'm generating gold, stone ore, you know, fruits and vegetables and wheat, things of that nature. As I'm offline, I can collect all these, and these can be used to upgrade my buildings even further, right? So you remember those army units, right? So I can make those army units even stronger by kind of passively upgrading them over time. So I'll go ahead and upgrade them. Hit that, the buildings start upgrading, so then in 1 hour, these units will be even stronger, right? And just for the sake of this video, we'll go ahead and just rush the completion of it. That is done. Now they're level 7, and now they're even stronger. And like I said, these army units are actually really important. You can't just beat a stage with just your heroes. You got to have a mix between your army units as well as your hero units. Now, one thing I think they could have left behind, you know, a lot of city builders do this, but I don't think they really needed this aspect in the game like this. So your troops do run out. So you can see right over here, my main tank units over here, I have none, right? So I'll go ahead and claim them because I was working on them before this video. But as you run out of troops, you have to train more troops. Y'all can leave that behind, dude. Like, I don't feel like I really want to do that. So here's a quick example. I only have 4 of this guy right over here. I can train more. I'll go ahead and train them, come back in an hour and 40 minutes, and I'll have even more of these little mech units. So you also have to balance, which units you bring to combat and which units you're using, because these army numbers start to deplete as they die, right? So I don't know. I think that's kind of like a needless thing that I didn't really need in a game like this. But something that I did need, ladies and gentlemen, is a little bit of gambling inside my gacha game. All right, so I'm about to do this chicken run race. The highest odds are on the green one, but you know what? Let's go for that blue cents. You know what I'm saying? We'll do that. Sorry for the screen tear, by the way. For whatever reason, this game has a really annoying screen tear issue that I just can't get rid of no matter which emulator I play on. Oh, here we go, blue cents. Oh, come on. So the game also has some side activities. I don't hate these, actually, since you don't really have to do them too often, just twice per day if you want to. If you get it right, you get some rewards. Pretty straightforward. I got wrong there. Dude, blue cents was in last place, really? But I got myself a little bit of pity currency. You'll love to see it. There's also a monster arena that you can gamble on as well. So there's red team, blue team, and then there's draw, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and guess that this is gonna be a draw battle, right? So let's go ahead and check this out. Don't let me down, draw. So far, red team is absolutely dominating blue team. Oh, whoa, a little comeback there. Really, FG draw? Hold on, wait. You never know. It's slowing down a little bit. 24, 26, 22. Oh, wait, come on, blue team. Oh, it's getting closer and closer, dude. You don't even know. And I think someone has to actually win. So as long as red team can hold on for another 12 seconds. Oh, come on. 10 seconds. Come on, red team. Wait. Oh, I was 1 second away. I don't hate these, right? I actually kind of like these little mini game gambling things that you can do. Exos Heroes did something like this back in the day as well. Outside of the main campaign gambling, you also have trial. I'm not going to spend a ton of time here because it's very straightforward. You have PvP. I actually do PvP. So a big difference between campaign combat and PvP combat is that you can actually bring a full team of 6 heroes, which I definitely like. We'll go ahead and jump on into a little PvP arena action. Dude, I think these loading screens are just slightly, like, they're almost there. Like, they're almost too long. Here in PvP, though, it's completely automated, right? So it's just your team versus the enemy team. I got my healer in the back here putting in work. I'll go ahead and turn the ultimate animations on just so you can see the little cut-ins. There you go. If you were wondering if there was any ultimate animations, there are. There are. Oh my God, we see the same one 3 times? Calm down. How about Death Screen? This is the character that I picked out of the unlimited reroll gacha. Love it when games do that. Tiger Strikes, looking like a bootleg Ryu from Breath of Fire. Taking it back there for you. Here comes the Fruit of the Sacred. Little healer throwing kiwis at people. One of the best fruits you can eat. And down you go. PvP, that is a win. So that's basically most of the game, right? The campaign, the gambling, there's some PvP. The other gameplay modes that I'm not really going to show off in this video are your daily resource grinds. So here in like defense battle and night lessons, you basically just try to last as long as you possibly can. The longer you last, the more currency you get. The other gameplay modes that I do not have unlocked are Temple Trial and Archaeology. So if you do like the game, there's still some more to enjoy. So let's go ahead and jump on over into the gacha, shall we? We'll go ahead and do a nice little 10 pull here. I have not done any summons thus far. Dude, the music in the gacha is like kind of wild. I like it. I'll shut up for a second. You ready? Here we go. Yeah. All right, let's see. A bunch of greens. Got some duplicates of Kai, duplicates of my healer. Dude, lots of dupes, lots of dupes. Let's go back in. Those dupes convert into a currency, which I'll show you what that looks like a little bit later. Dude, I can't stand the fact that this game constantly spams this using a modified client or unauthorized tool is prohibited and considering cheating. Verified accounts will be permanently banned. Dude, I'm not cheating. I'm not doing any type of illegal activity. Why do I have to suffer with this this banner every couple of seconds. It reminds me of like back in the day. You guys might be way too young to remember this, but back in the day, we used to watch movies on DVD. It was crazy. And right before the DVD would start, it would give you like this long like, don't pirate movies, blah, blah, blah. Like, dude, I bought this movie. Why are you yelling at me for? People that pirate don't get to see this stupid freaking FBI warning. Why I gotta see it? Really, FG? That's what we're talking about today? I'm just chilling. Here is the Uluru King. Very nice. Cool artwork as far as the characters are concerned. Live 2D, you'll love to see. I'm short on gems. That's going to be all the summons we got there. There's also a weapon gacha here as well. We'll go ahead and just rapid fire this because it's a weapon gacha, right? But I did get 2 SSR weapons, so that's where all the luck went. You'll take that. I do like it when weapon gachas have like a totally separate currency, which allows you to kind of build this up over time, free to play, and at least summon on weapon banner gachas. Too many weapon banner gachas in other games use the same exact currency, and it's just like, dude, I want to summon for characters, not weapons, but I digress. Hey, Alfie, how's it going? Very nice. And I think that's all of my summons. Yeah, that's it. So let's take a look at the upgrade process here. I gotta say that your tank is probably the most important character that you can have here. As you get duplicates, you're gonna get this little currency right over here, these night crystals that I can use to increase this character's max level. You can get these little crystals from any dupe, right? So it doesn't have to be a dupe for him per se. And as far as leveling up your raw levels, you do have hero EXP, very easily acquired to level up your characters as such. And then as far as your weapons are concerned, which weapons did I get though? I don't even know, was it, I think it was a bow? there it is right here. This is the SSR. So wow, pretty big jump in power there. So we'll definitely equip that brand new bow. Very, very nice. Characters also have a passive talent tree here as well. So if I want to increase Carlton's max HP, I can do so as long as I have the currency. Same thing with his damage taken, etc., etc. So that will do it, my friends. A nice little look at Knightcore Kingdom. This game kind of reminds me of like a Warcraft RTS. You know, at that point where you're about to attack the enemy base and you have your main heroes and a bunch of like armies of minions around you and you're about to attack the base. That's what this kind of feels like a miniature version of that. But it doesn't really excite me. Like, this game definitely does have a strategy element to it, but the strategy doesn't really like do much for me, and the visuals don't do much for me either. So like when I'm playing combat in any gacha game, it either has to be strategically interesting or it has to be visually interesting. You know what I'm talking about? You know exactly what I'm talking about. but this one, I don't know, it's not really visually interesting to me, and I don't really get excited from the strategy standpoint either. The combat you're seeing right now is on autoplay though. I could have definitely beat this stage. Oh, we might beat it. We might beat it. 3, 2, 1. Good job, autoplay. But there you go, my friends. A nice little look at Knightcore Kingdom. My name is FG3000, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out.